Today we're setting up the Kemper profiling amplifier as a hardware insert for guitar reamping. Hi there and welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever there's a new video up. And now, for this video, we've hooked up the Kemper profiling amplifier digitally through a PDIF. This makes life a whole lot easier whenever you want to reamp your guitars. I'm that happy with doing it this way that I probably won't ever use another amp sim for reamping guitars. And for this tutorial I'm using Samplitude Pro X3, which has been my preferred DAW for about 15 years now. It's clunky to set up, but it works great. Before we get this to work, there's a couple of things we need to do. First off, on the Kemper, what you need to do is switch inputs on it. Instead of the front regular guitar input, you have to go to the input section and choose the SPDIF input. And with the latest OS beta version, you can also change sample rates on the Kemper. In case you're working at 48 or 96 kilohertz, you can do that digitally with the Kemper now as well. Once we've done that, we have to go into the project information in Samplitude. And this also works pretty much the same way with Reaper, only you had to use a plugin for it. And this is the one thing I wish Magix could improve when it comes to Samplitude is the ability to make this a global thing, so you don't have to do it every time you need to reamp something when you're in a new project. And you'll find the right menu in the project properties, and there's a menu item that says external effects. Right there you can change your name for the effects loop, choose the outputs sends out from the computers of the Kemper, and inputs that come back, and you have to switch on or off that loop. Next thing you do then is create the tracks, and you'll have to detect the amount of latency that will happen. And you have to do that every time, especially if you change buffers in your DAW. Do that and you don't have to worry about lining up tracks or anything like that. It will automatically line up. And remember, you need a sound card or an interface that has multiple ins and outs. You can't do it with a 2-channel interface. Or you can do it, but you won't hear anything. What we now end up with is a submix bus and effects return. The submix bus is what sends the signal out to the Kemper, or return is your input. To get final WAV files that you can use in a project, you just record the output of the Kemper to a new track. Next I'll be playing through 2 different guitar tracks that I have. These are DI guitars. First off is Telecaster, and second one is a Les Paul. I'll just play through it and play with a few different sounds, and so you can see and hear how it works. If that isn't cool, I don't know what is. Hope you learned something from this and maybe give you a few ideas of what you can do. Remember to subscribe, leave comments, questions, likes, and I'll see you next time.